Yeah, good morning all. I hope all are back. Those who are having network, those who are having network issues, I'll post this video. You can see in our group, WhatsApp group. Soon after the end of the class, I'll be posting it. So basically, we were discussing and debating about biomolecules. Recollect from your memory that biomolecules are essential things. They are basically chemical substances in the form of minerals and enzymes, hormones, all this. So they take part in various metabolic activities, and we said metabolism is very essential for all the living organisms to be alive, and metabolism is a combination of anabolism plus catabolism, we said. And there are metabolites, chemical substances that help us to do or to undergo metabolism. And second type we were talking, very interesting ones, that is that of enzymes. So basically enzymes are a type of proteins, and they are like cricket umpires, I said. They don't directly take part in any chemical reaction. Instead, they ensure that chemical reactions will go on smoothly without any hindrance. Reactants react together, or sometimes we call it substrate, react together and form products. And this speed, the rate at which the products are formed, will be enhanced by the enzymes. And we gave a very good example for this, that 200 molecules of H2CO3 will be formed in 1 hour when enzymes are not there. But when enzymes are present, the 200 molecules become 6 lakh molecules. And the time also, instead of 1 hour, it is per second. So you can guess, you can appreciate the ability of the enzymes. And also we talked about the chemical reactions that take place during respiration, particularly glycolysis and Krebs cycle. In every step, we discussed the presence of an enzyme, and the presence of an enzyme will lead to quick formation of products. And at the end of glycolysis, we said glucose is broken down. One glucose molecule is broken down to form 2 pyruvic acids or pyruvate. In some books, he will be giving you pyruvate. Both are same. Pyruvic acid, pyruvate. Okay? And a pyruvate molecule will be having 3 carbons, C3, whereas glucose will be having, as you all know, 6 carbons. So we write C6H12O6. And how exactly this speed of reaction will be enhanced by the presence of enzymes is that enzymes act with a model, we said, lock and key model mechanism, wherein every enzyme will have active site, and to that active site the substrate fits in, and there is a formation of enzyme substrate complex, and this leads to formation of product, and the products are released, and the enzyme with active site is back for the next reaction. And we also said the concept of activation energy, wherein the energy, it is the additional energy required to start a chemical reaction. So basically activation energy is additional energy required to start a chemical reaction. And through graphical representation, we have shown that the activation energy will be required is very small when enzymes are present, and when enzymes are absent, a lot of activation energy is required. And then, as everything is influenced by others, here enzymes are also influenced by some factors. We said factors affecting enzymatic action. Through graphical representation, we have shown how these factors influence enzymatic action. Out of that, I think we have studied 5 factors that directly affect the enzymatic activity. One is the temperature, second one is the pH, third one is the concentration of the substrate, and the fourth one is presence of inhibitor. And we understood after a series of discussions through graphical representations like this that at optimum temperature and optimum pH, the enzymes are at peak, enzymatic activity is at peak. Whereas at high temperatures as well as at low temperatures, enzymatic activity is almost negligible. This is so as enzymes get denatured. So the active site gets denatured. Hence enzymes can't work. Similarly, we said at optimum pH, the enzymatic activity is peak. When the pH is either too acidic or too alkaline, again enzymes get denatured, deactivated. Whereas when concentration of the substrate, this is a different graph compared to pH graph and temperature graph, because as you understand through this graphical representation, initially when you add the concentration of the substrate, all the substrate molecules, means reactant molecules, they go and fit into the active side of the enzyme. So how many enzymes are available? That many active sites are available. So the substrate molecules will go and sit there and the speed of reaction will start, right? Let me see, room is locked. Okay, I've changed, right? So as long as the number of enzymes available and number of substrates are available is same, the graph goes upward trend. But when the substrate molecules that are to be reacted are more and the active sites of the enzymes that are available is less, then look at that, the graph is becoming parallel to x-axis, means the speed at which the reaction is taking place becomes constant. And presence of inhibitor, we said that there are two competitions. One is the non-competitive inhibition, another is the competitive inhibition. Now look at that. In non-competitive inhibition, the active site of the enzyme is available for both for the substrate as well as for the inhibitor. But then as we explained in the lock and key mechanism, look at that. Is it the spherical one or the other shaped one which can fit into the active site? It is the key type one. So the substrate which is in the form of key type sits into the active site. Of course, this is only for your understanding. Don't think that substrates will be in the form of a key. Means we say compatibility. The compatibility of the substrate to the enzyme. So since inhibitor is not competing with the substrate, though it is present in the medium, we are calling it as non-competitive inhibition. Whereas look at the competitive inhibition, both the substrate and the inhibitor are having same structure, means they are compatible to the active site of the enzyme. Hence, each one has to compete for that active site to be occupied. If inhibitor occupies, what happens? Reaction will not take place because active site is occupied already and the substrate has to search. Whereas substrate occupies first before the inhibitor occupies, reaction goes on. This is the thing. Example he has given, succinate forming fumarate. Okay, succinate getting converted into fumarate in the presence of succinic dehydrogenase. Whereas the competitor for this is malonate because it is similar to the substrate succinate. So it inhibits succinic dehydrogenase in the following reaction. And already I said that name of the enzyme is with ASE. Okay, like ASC, if any name ends with ASC, you should think that it is enzyme. It's an enzyme. Like first one, an enzyme that helps in redox reactions, reduction and oxidation. It is called oxidoreductases. And since reduction and oxidation is linked with hydrogen atom or molecule, we can also call it as dehydrogenase. Okay, and he has given the example. Similarly, transferases, something that is to be transferred, a group of chemicals are to be transferred, then the enzyme transferase will be actively involved in that. Then hydrolases means hydrous means water, lase means breaking of water molecule. H2O is broken down to H plus and OH minus. Then liases, as we say, liase is something that breaks again. Okay, you can see X dash C dash C dash Y is equal to X dash Y plus C triple bond or double bond C. So here there is breaking from the reactant side, bonds are broken, and on the other side in the products different substances are formed because of linkage, okay, of substances. Then comes isomerases. Already all of you are familiar with the word isomer, okay, and here the example that he is giving is ABC reactant and the product is BCA. See, basically the chemical substances that are involved in both reactants as well as products is same, ABC, but the way in which they are arranged is different. In reactant side it is ABC, in product side it is BCA. That is the work that, yeah. Liases, no? Yeah. We are going with the specifics. Okay, that is only general example. Just for our understanding, he has used alphabets. But you know, Naveen, in reality, it is not alphabet, it is chemical substances that are involved. In textbook? Okay. Okay. No problem. See, what is the meaning of liases? Liase is breaking. Okay. So you just see that in the given example, whether the chemical bonds are broken in the reactants, broken, no? In the products, different products are formed compared to reactants. And that's all. That is the function. Okay. Okay. Here also same. Whether among the reactants, look at that, H2O molecule is there. Just see whether you can take any example. There is no rule that you must talk only this. Generalized, just for our understanding, he is giving like this. Okay. The intention is, what you need to observe is whether water molecule is broken down or not. H2O, is it breaking off into H plus and OH minus? That is important, Naveen, in hydrolases. If it is not, then that is not the example of hydrolase. Okay. See whether water molecule is broken or not. If it is breaking, then only hydrolases. Similarly, isomerases, as I said. Now comes last, ligase. As the name suggests, ligase is attachment. X plus Y, ATP. Now see the product. What's happening? X and Y are joined together. X is, let's say, an element, Y is an element, XY is a compound. So elements combine together to form compounds. You studied way back in junior classes, no? And for this to happen, what is required? Enzymes called ligases are essential. And this is energy consuming. Whenever we are combining two things, energy consumption takes place. I said ATP, adenosine triphosphate, is breaking off, forming adenosine diphosphate, ADP, plus one phosphorus molecule is out, inorganic phosphate. So PI means inorganic phosphate. Is it clear, Naveen? Yeah. Now we are coming to the specific examples what Naveen is asking. Look at that. What is oxidized? What is reduced? So it catalyzes redox reactions, as I said, between two substrates. Yes, one substance is reduced, S is reduced, S dash is oxidized. And because S is getting reduced, the product is S oxidized, S dash reduced, like this. He is giving the example. One is getting oxidized, another is getting reduced. Right? That's why we are calling it as redox reaction. And second, the hydrogen factor, transferases. So a group is to be transferred. S dash G plus S dash G plus S dash. Now look at that. A group is transferring where S dash in the product side is attached to G plus S. Okay. Now same thing he is giving you in the form of alphabets. AB plus C, rearrangement, look at that. A plus BC, rearrangement has taken place. And just now we talked about hydrolysis. H2O is breaking, H plus and OH minus. Now specific things he is giving. The hydrolysis, catalyze hydrolysis of ester, ether, peptides, glycosidic, carbon-carbon bond, carbon halides, and phosphorus and nitrogen bonds. So in these hydrolysis will take place, water will be broken. Similarly, liases, it catalyzes removal of groups by mechanisms other than hydrolysis. Here there is no water involved here. Here only single bond and double bond, formation of single bond and double bond. Look at that. X dash, C dash, Y, all single bonds. And rearrangement is X dash Y plus, look at that, carbon carbon, double bond has come. And you know, already your chemistry teacher must have told you, one bond is there, we say alkane, like methane. Double bond is there, alkene, like ethylene. Triple bond is there, alkaline, YNE, Y, triple bond. We say ethylene, YNE. So based on number of bonds, different substances are formed. Look at that, he is giving example for that. R dash CO dash COOH. The arrangement is like this. See, carbon has got tetravalency. I told you repeatedly. 4 electrons are free. So one electron is combining with the R group. R group means variable group or functional group. Another electron is combining with hydrogen, and 2 other electrons are combining with a double bond with the oxygen. So R COH plus CO2, carbon dioxide, isn't it? Then we come to isomerases. I said isomers, mirror images. So catalyze interconversion of optical, geometric or positional isomers. What is the example he has taken? ABC becoming BCA. So the chemical constituents are same in both the reactants and the products, ABC only. But the way in which the ABC arranged are different. So one is ABC, another is BCA. These are called, enzymes that are involved in this are called isomerases. And last one, ligases, means something that is linking. So these enzymes catalyze linking of 2 compounds together. Example, enzymes which catalyze joining of bonds like carbon oxygen, carbon sulfur, carbon nitrogen, phosphate and oxygen. Again, I said just now, for all this to happen, ATP is to be spent. And I said ATP is the energy currency. So when ATP is oxidized, it forms ADP plus inorganic factors. Right? Next we go to what is called cofactors. Cofactors that are present. What are these cofactors? These are non-protein constituents. You see, I said, what is an enzyme? We said in the beginning of the class, enzyme is a type of protein. But there are non-proteinaceous substances present in them. So these are called cofactors. So non-proteinaceous constituents bound to the enzyme to make enzyme catalytically active. Okay, and apoenzyme is the protein portion of the enzyme. That means a protein will have two factors. One is the apoenzyme, another is the cofactor. Apoenzyme is the proteinaceous portion, cofactor is the non-proteinaceous portion. Okay, so you can see here diagrammatically, apoenzyme, that is protein portion, cofactor, green color, non-protein, and you are getting the active enzyme, holoenzyme. So the cofactors are part of the enzyme. Okay, when the cofactor is removed from the enzymes, what happens? Its catalytic activity is lost. The ability to break will be lost. That's why cofactors also play a crucial role. Now, there are three types of cofactors. One is the prosthetic group, another is coenzyme, third one is metal ions. Types of cofactors: prosthetic group, coenzyme, and metal ions. Now we discuss prosthetic group. Look at that. So it is organic in nature, means carbon-carbon compounds. It tightly bound to apoenzyme. So cofactor is tightly bound with the proteinaceous part, apoenzyme. Like example, he is giving heme in peroxidase and catalase. They catalyze breakdown of hydrogen peroxide to water and oxygen. H2O2 is broken down to water and oxygen. So he is giving you the structure of heme, okay, and heme means hemoglobin, okay, and the formation of this peroxidase and catalase. And what will be the work of this? H2O2 is broken down to water and oxygen. So prosthetic group plays a crucial role in this reaction. Second one is the coenzyme. Many times you heard this word, coenzymes. So these are also organic, carbon-carbon, and transient binding to apoenzyme. They are also linked with the proteinaceous part of the enzyme, okay, apoenzyme. And many coenzymes contain vitamins. Like I was telling you, energy capsules. Three types of energy capsules I told you, if you recollect your memory. One is the ATP, adenosine triphosphate, energy currency of the cell, we said. And where are they stored? Naveen? In which organelle the ATPs are stored? Mitochondria. That's why we call them as powerhouses of the cell. Remember? Yeah. Second one is this, what we said, cofactor, NAD, nicotinamide, adenine dehydrase, and NADP, phosphorus group is added. Now these are more powerful than ATP, NAD and NADP. Okay, and substance niacin. In niacin, this will be there, right? Look at the structure of NAD, just like ATP you have seen the other day. Adenosine, which is a nitrogenous base, you remember? I said in DNA and RNA, yes Sachin?
Where NADs are present, sir?
Yes, they are present in the cytoplasm, and particularly during respiration, when glucose is getting oxidized, these are formed. Specifically, during Krebs cycle, when we take up respiration chapter, you will understand specifically in which reaction these are formed. Okay? At present, you remember that these molecules are formed during respiration. Okay? As I said, in ATP, adenosine triphosphate, we said we have drawn that nitrogenous base called adenine. Remember I said DNA and RNA, there will be three chemical molecules that make DNA and RNA. In case of DNA, deoxyribulose sugar, which is a pentose sugar. Correct? Second one is phosphate. Third one is nitrogenous base. Try to recollect DNA structure biomolecules. And if you recollect from your memory, I said SP, soup and top police. The vertical lines are made up of, in DNA and RNA, the vertical lines are made up of SP, sugar plus phosphate. And horizontal steps in DNA are made up of nitrogenous bases. Correct now? And two types of nitrogenous bases I said, purines and pyrimidines. Correct? Purines are double ring structure, pyrimidines are single ring structure. And the combination, base pair rule is there. What is the base pair rule? One purine combines with one pyrimidine and vice versa. There will not be combination of purine and pyrimidine. Correct? So as part of it, adenine combines with the thymine. I said at. Or reverse, Ta. Guanine combines with cytosine, and reverse, cytosine can also combine with guanine. So when I say ATP, adenosine, what is that adenosine? Nitrogenous base, A. Got the point? Understood? To that, three phosphate molecules are attached. So only the name adenosine three phosphates, ATP. So when we break this ATP, what happens, Naveen? We are removing one phosphate. It becomes ADP, adenosine diphosphate, and we get some energy. Further you break that ADP, remove one more phosphate group, AMP, adenosine monophosphate. So during this process of breaking of ATP molecules, we get energy in the form of either joules or calories. And with that energy, Naveen is enjoying his life. Similarly, here when we say NAD, look at the substances that are present. Yeah. Basically, they are carbon compounds and nicotinic acid, niacin, nicotinamide, and nicotinamide, adenine. Look at that adenine, nitrogen base. Nicotinamide, adenine, dinucleotide. Can anyone remember what is nucleotide? Raghavendra? Raghavendra is silent today in the class. Yes, Raghavendra? He left the menu, okay. Right. What is it? I said when we define DNA, if someone asks Naveen, what is DNA? Naveen's reply is polynucleotidal chain. Correct, no, Naveen? DNA is poly, means many, nucleotidal chain. So there, what is this nucleotide? All the three chemical substances that I told. SP, supernapolic acid, sugar phosphate, N, nitrogen base. So combination of SPN is a nucleotide. So one nucleotide joins with another nucleotide joins with another. So this forms a chain of nucleotides, and that is DNA. Understood, Naveen? Next we come to the third one. What is the third one? Metal ions. Metal ions. They form coordination bonds with the side chains at active site and one or more coordination bonds with the substrate. Now, for example, he is giving zinc. Zinc is a cofactor of carboxypeptidase. Enzyme called carboxypeptidase. What is the cofactor here? Zinc. You can see, I'll just expand this. So, this is the enzyme carboxypeptidase, and look at the zinc that is present in this. Are you able to see? And you know, in chemistry you have studied various types of bonds. Covalent bond, coordinate covalent bond, and Naveen, James Bond. Did you hear? Yes, Naveen? So basically it is the zinc which is a cofactor in this, right? So I think with this we have completed this chapter. If you got any doubts, you can post it in our WhatsApp group, and then you need to practice lot of MCQs because your exam is going to be in MCQ pattern by the CBSE term 1 exam. Clear? I will be posting some MCQ forms to you. At least daily you answer 10 MCQs you answer. Is it okay? And no excuse in this. If somebody is not posting the answers back, then I will be serious with that boy. Is that clear? Take care. I will be putting this video in the group, right? Bye.
Sir, what about diagrams?
Diagrams, yes, I will be posting in the group. You practice those diagrams. And again, I want a thumbs up that you have practiced. No. Any chemical molecule, no need. You need not. Only you understand the concept. That's enough. Okay? Right. Take care.